So I found this one, right? And I have my head basically the same type of haircut I have right now. That's what I had back then. This is when I first started doing stand-up. I can tell because look how baggy my pants are. This I don't know where we are right here, but look at how awful stand-up comedy is. This is how I know that I love stand-up comedy more than anything. Because if you look to the right-hand corner of this picture, you can see that there's a little piece of paper that says tips, and underneath it there was like a bucket. And when I first started doing comedy, a lot of the times you would do shows. First of all, you wouldn't get paid anyway, but sometimes they would put like a tip jar, or sometimes they give you like a drink ticket or something like that. And it's basically you doing it for the love of it, right? So a lot of these people, even though we kind of were getting fucked over because it's like free labor, technically we really weren't getting fucked over because, like my friend George says, is like these idiots, they're paying me this much, and even though it's not a lot of money, he would go, what these fucking idiots don't know is that I love this so much, I would have done it for free. And I think that was our whole mentality back then, was like, if they, you do a set and then they give you a beer, or they give you $5, and you would think, man, you went out there, you spent your entire night, and then after drinks you actually ended up wasting money instead of making money. But the truth of the matter is, that's how much we loved it. We would have done that shit for free. And I could tell that this is just by the fact that I have the mic still on the stand, and my goofy ass pants, and what else? That old jacket. I could tell it was when I first started. Oh yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, I could tell this was a while back. And by the way, I'm holding the mic that I was doing a bunch of like little non sequiturs, little one-liners. I have one video like that. I think it's the first video I ever posted of me doing stand-up, and it's like it's just one of the rounds of the funniest in South Texas, and you could tell that I thought I was copying Rodney Dangerfield, but other people said that I sounded more like Mitch Hedberg, and now that I look back at it, it's like, yeah, I think it was more Mitch Hedberg than Rodney Dangerfield, because Rodney Dangerfield is how I listening to Rodney Dangerfield is how I learned how to write jokes. But I also took on a very like abstract, absurdist kind of one-liner, which is basically Mitch Hedberg in a nutshell. And but eventually as I started to grow as a stand-up, I felt limited by the quick delivery system of the one-liners, and I think those are good for somebody like that's kind of insecure, which I was and I still am. But back then it was more about the short joke, because if it doesn't work, that means I only wasted 5 seconds. And if it doesn't work, I can just move on to the next one. And if that doesn't work, I can move on to the next one real quick. And I could pop out 3 and jokes in 30 seconds. So as opposed to like when you do a longer joke, like there's nothing worse than when you have a joke that's like 5 minutes long, and the first minute you're already eating shit. Nobody's laughing, and you just think in the back of your head, oh my god, I still have like 4 more minutes of this, and I think it doesn't get better. I think I'm supposed to start off strong, which usually this joke does, and then I ride the wave till the end. So that's partly why I would do one-liners, was because I couldn't. First of all, I couldn't even look at the audience when I first started. I think that's why people thought that I was purposely, mimicking Mitch Hedberg's mannerisms. Certainly his style of writing, I think I definitely mimicked, but the not looking at the audience, I just couldn't, because first of all, I just learned that I don't even look at my dad in the eyes, and I'm 36 years old. apparently my dad has what do they call him? His eyes change color in certain lighting, but because I've never looked, I never look at him directly in the eyes for too long. I haven't noticed it till now. But yeah, I remember this is a time where I couldn't. And that little smirk laughter is like a nervous laughter I had. Like when a joke would work well, I would laugh, not laughing at my own joke, but I would laugh out of nervousness because it was I was so filled with anxiety that people were not gonna like me, that like I could feel this awful feeling in the pit of my stomach right before going out, which I still get it, to this day, but yeah, it's something that would cause me to smile when the joke would hit. I would just kind of get like like this nervous laughter, but it was because I was like, oh my god, it's working, I gotta keep this going because this next one might. And yeah, it was a brutal time, man. Look at that, working for tips. I think I took a picture with a couple of people after that.